Okay, folks, it's mid-November, but it's a glorious day in mid-November, which is very rare this year. So we're going out on the bike. Although it's a Saturday, I don't like going out on Saturdays really. It's just that bit busier than a Sunday, but there you go. Tomorrow the weather's going to be back to its rainy self. So I really want to go out on the bike, T160, because I'm hoping that I've sorted out a problem with sort of low speed running. So right, so I've had the T160. I've run it for 5 years, but I've always had a niggling low speed running problem. So about 2,500 revs, it coughs and splutters a bit. It doesn't like it. Pulls like a train at high revs, ticks over's okay, but at about 2,500 to 3,000 revs, it doesn't like it. So I've tried everything. I changed the throttle slides. I guessed it was running lean. It was running too lean. So I put in throttle slides with a smaller cutaway. There should be fours, and I went down to 3.5. That didn't sort it. Changed the needles, and raised them to their top. I changed the needles to the T150 ones, which are richer. Put them on the middle setting. That didn't sort it. I put in bigger pilot jets. That didn't sort it. I put in bigger needle jets. That didn't sort it. I checked the float heights. I've gone around the houses with them. And still nothing. I checked all the throttle linkages. I checked all the synchronization of the carbs and so on. I changed some of the gantry. Still not right. So eventually, about a month or so ago, I finally got around to taking it to a rolling road. And sure enough, it showed that about 2,500 revs, it suddenly goes very lean. And so we put the needles up to their highest setting, and that did actually help it a bit. But we surmised that what I've done is I actually needed even richer throttle slides, because I changed the throttle slides from 4 to 3.5, and that hadn't sorted it. So what I've done now is I've gone right down to a number 3 throttle cutaway, which is even richer, and I think that sorted it. See, I never thought, because I'd already changed the throttle slides. I thought, well, it can't be that because I've already changed them. But now I've gone even richer, and I think that sorted it. Touch wood, anyway. So we're going out, and I'm not sure how long the ride's going to be today. It probably won't be that long, for the simple reason that it's absolutely because it's a beautiful day. That means it's freezing. That means I'm cold, and I've got like four layers of 4 trousers on and stuff like that. But B, also, of course, I've checked, and they have indeed gritted all the roads. Now, grit and alloy really don't mix. I've done it before, so when I get the bike back, I'll have to give it a good old wash and that to get any salt, the road salt off, because it'll just, if the road salt sits there, it'll just eat into that alloy and just take all the polish off completely and leave it looking horrible. So, but I really want to take the bike for a quick ride. So how long it's going to be, I'm not sure. If I can get out to my first cafe out in Derbyshire, then I will. But the bike's great. It's always run great, but I've always had this niggling problem with the with that sort of running about 2,500 revs. So fingers crossed. I think we really have sorted it. But the only way of telling that is by taking it for a ride. So that's what we're doing now. So fingers crossed. Heated gloves on, heated vest on, 4 pairs of trousers on. off we go out for a ride. Okie dokie, here we are back from the ride, and a really great ride that was, because the weather's been so bad. It's just great to get out. You know, we've had terrible weather. We've had Storm Babette, Storm Kieran, and in between the storms it's just been raining. So yeah, really nice. And I'm pleased to report the bike is going really, really well. You know, and that flat spot, I'd say is 90% gone. I won't say 100%, but 90% gone. And, you know, it's running, you know, at least, you know, it coughs just a very little bit now. But I mean, way, way, way better than it was. It was like just really annoying before. Whereas now at that speed, you know, it's fine. Of course, you open the throttle, it's just fantastic. Which is what you're supposed to do with these bikes, you know, you really need to. When they come on song, they're just amazing. But now there's one very sort of interesting, important thing, and that is that I stopped because I've changed the throttle slides. I needed to just tune the carbs on the air screw, so I stopped somewhere quiet and did the first 2 carbs on this side, great. And then I went to do the carb on this side, this left-hand carb, and I suddenly realised that screwing the air screw in and out made absolutely no difference at all. So that means that the carb is almost certainly blocked inside. You know, the pilot circuit is blocked, because that's a sign when, you know, you screw in and out and it makes no difference, then that's almost certainly a blockage. So 2 things on that. So I'm going to have to take the carbs off again for about the 5th time. But these are Premier carbs, so I should be able to clean out that pilot circuit without too much trouble. Various other things that has raised, but that's made me realise that I'm having trouble with the carbs on the other T160, and that almost certainly suggests that despite the fact that all the spraying that seems to go out, you know, the carb cleaner seems to go everywhere, and it comes out the holes it should do, but it would suggest that they are indeed blocked inside all 3 carbs, because you know, I've been putting them on and I've been messing about with the air screw, and it's not made any difference on any of the carbs. And just in these 2, and seeing how amazingly what a difference it does make, just, you know, a quarter of a turn, has made me realise just that those carbs are just totally not right, because no matter how far you screw the screw in or out, it doesn't do anything. And that's exactly what's happening on this left-hand carb. In fact, I took the air screw out completely, made no difference whatsoever. Screwed it fully in so it was shut, and screwed it out so far I actually took the screw out, and it made no difference. So that's definitely blocked, and I'm sure that those carbs on the other bike that I've been trying to sort out are also blocked, even though I've sprayed them with carb cleaner, and I was fairly sure they aren't. The advantage of these is that because they're Premiers, they've got the pilot screw comes out. There's a pilot screw on the other side of the carb. I can take that out, and I should be able to clean this carb out without too much trouble. It is a problem with the other carbs. I might try ultrasonic cleaning, but you know, if it's blocked, then that's difficult. I've ordered some size 78 drill bits. 78, yeah, size 78 drill bits, because they're the size that's just right to clean out the pilot jet. Because I'm now 90% sure that the reason the other carbs aren't working is because all the pilot jets are blocked. And hopefully when I unblock this one, you know, I said it was about 90% right. Hopefully when I get that cleared, then it will be 100% right. So there we go. But anyway, I had a really nice ride. I was busy out there. The other thing to note is that, of course, it's wet. The roads are really wet, and the bike's all covered in sort of gunge now. You know, just spray, and you know, nothing major, but you know, it just needs sorting out now. So what I need to do is I'm going to give the bike a really thorough clean when it cools down a bit, because I know that that's the salt on the road. And that salt is it's really aggressive. It'll just eat into your alloy in particular, and just take all the polish off. And it's not good to have it on the bike, you know. So it's just all that sort of spray from the wet roads So I'll let it cool down a little bit, then I'll give it a really good clean, and then put it back in the garage, because I don't want to put it in the garage, you know, as it is, because I did that once before. Once bitten, twice shy. I once went out. I had to give, it was this bike, I had to give it a test ride, middle of winter. There was a lot of salt on the road that day, more than, and I didn't clean it. It was cold, and I put it away. I'll be okay. And I put it under a blanket, and about a month later, I took the blanket off. Oh my God. Oh, I nearly cried, I tell you. It was that bad. I mean, it really was bad. I had to get some of the cases repolished. Right. Yeah, anyway, I think that's about it. Like, it's going really well. It's just such a joy to ride. And it was a beautiful day, and I'm really glad, I'm glad I went out. It was so busy out there, though, in places. I mean, when you get off the beaten track, I know the little back roads, and it was great. But some of the sort of more common places for people to go, crikey, you can move. Right, but anyway, it's all going really well. I've just got to sort that carburetor out. But at least that has kind of confirmed. I knew the other carbs are wrong. And the fact that that carb is blocked and not responding on the air screw confirms my suspicions that those are blocked, even though all three are blocked, which I thought was unlikely, but I think it is. All three carbs are blocked, and I've got to clean them out. I'm not sure how to clean them out, because these are premiers, so there's an extra plug on the side that I can take out, and that helps me clean them out. Then I haven't got that on the other bike, so I really need to send them off somewhere, or to someone. I've got these drills on order that are just the right size for cleaning out the pilot jet, so I'll try them. And I might try ultrasonic cleaning. I haven't got an ultrasonic cleaner, but I might buy one, because I think maybe if I clean those jets out with a drill bit, and then I don't think ultrasonic cleaning will be enough on its own. Once they're blocked, they really block those jets. But clean it out with maybe a drill bit, and then ultrasonic cleaning, I don't know. Okay, you live and learn. Every day's a school day. So anyway, great ride. Wonderful bike. Love it.